It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we've got the Titans leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Titans and the Bills, under the lights on Sunday night.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A first carry now. This is Williams. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Titans at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You look at this Buffalo defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Howard. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down with Moss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Howard trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Howard, off play action. He's going to let it go again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw. Howard. This is incomplete. Down that's close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
To throw is Howard. Off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Howard now to throw on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it, looking at 4th and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Howard. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Teague. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Teague, no dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Come on, come on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Howard, off play action. And this will be caught at the 30. And it's a Titans touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bills nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Holding, conceding to.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards.
And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. than sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Howard on third down, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. T, and he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills getting set to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now he dumps this off over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And taken right at the 35. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
What we got? Here we go. We gotta be big time now. Don't give him enough.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Well, when we return to Orchard Park.
2nd down and 4. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Howard off the play fake. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. On first down, T
to the 27-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
On second down, T. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On third down, T. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down now, T. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff running through the middle. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
To throw is Howard. Throwing on 4th down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Bills.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Stay on point, fellas. Let's go now.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And the Titans getting set to go.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Howard, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because
they've got his man complete. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards.
And the Titans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Howard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Howard now. On play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun. Howard. He finds his man complete. That's Cochran. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Come on, come on.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's a diving catch right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And quickly they get to the line.
1 yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Howard. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Howard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Howard throwing on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime this